Okay, so we'd like to welcome you to Fabric Chicks Live on Labor Day, September 1st, 2025. I know some of you guys thought we might take today off because really in our heads, we thought today would be a great day to take off. But in reality, we're getting ready for the shop hop. So it's total madness here. I think we can never have another day off ever in our lives. Hey, Victor, how are you? So we're here. We're madly getting ready for the shop pop, which starts on Thursday. If you don't have your shop pop pin, they're $12, and then you get 10% off at all of the shops. So, hey Brenda, how are you? I hear you're coming up to Lynn's. I hear you're coming up to Lynn's and to the shop this week. So super excited to see you. We do have a couple of things I want to just let people know. Hey, Alice. Victor, I cannot believe you have cut like 100 bags so far. So I'm going to just say a couple of things, some housekeeping things in case you tune in late. You can always go back and rewatch this. If you want to bid on anything or you want anything that we're going to show you, all you have to do is just type in S and the S is you committing to buying it, the number, and how many of them you want. I do want to remind you, Virginia Robertson is going to be teaching her bird on a can or crow on a pumpkin, which are these samples. I actually sold the sample of the crow and a pumpkin that Virginia made for me. So these are the sewing birds on a can. And then just to give you an idea, once you learn the techniques and the tips and tricks that Virginia has, we did a challenge one year. So this is what my exchange partner gave me. It was a big crow with a peppermint patty. The lights turn on, super cute, love it. And if the apocalypse happens, I've got some cranberry sauce in here. So that is basically the crow on a pumpkin and the sewing bird pincushion. So Virginia's lectures are about an hour long. She demos everything you could possibly need to know, tips and tricks. Even if you're an experienced sewer, you're going to learn something from her. And her lectures are only $15. So, and we do send the recording to you. So if you can't watch it live, you can always watch the recording, and then Virginia's happy to answer any questions that you have. So anything that Virginia has taught in the past, we do have the recordings for you still. Her lectures that are about an hour, usually a little bit longer than an hour, are $15. So basically for less than you can go to lunch, you can be entertained by Virginia for an hour. So S130 is the sewing bird pincushion. S131 is the pattern for crow on a pumpkin. And she will cover a lot of other things also. And if you are taking the class, Doris found green eggs and ham spam. So if you need one of these cans, let us know. I do believe there's an empty one we might auction off during bingo on Wednesday. So we are playing bingo on Wednesday. So make sure that you tune in Wednesday with your bingo card. If you don't have a bingo card, you can let us know and we can get you one for $3. The other thing I want to make sure, so this is what your bingo card is going to look like. So you're going to want to make sure you have this on Wednesday. Doris and Peggy are going to be here again. I'm sure it's going to be a total shit show like usual. But we do have, I've been putting aside some prizes and different things. So that is for Wednesday. So if you're new to watching, you don't have a bingo card, you can text the number that's scrolling at the bottom. Oh, you took off our website on the bottom.
I didn't. You did.
Oh, okay. So anyways.
That's the banner you made. I just deleted.
That is?
I just deleted the so powerful part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we also are participating in the So Powerful crossbody purse bags for the girls in Zambia. They're not allowed to go to school when they're on their periods. So So we are working hard to get them all the materials that they need, reusable pads and that kind of stuff. It costs $10 a year per girl to be able to keep them with all the necessary things that they need, so that they can stay in school, so that they don't get left behind. Um, Suzette is so amazing. She cut out 20 of these purses for us. So we are going to have a sew day. So here is the purses that Suzette has cut out. We're going to have a sew day. And if you're not local, we will be putting a Zoom link. Oh, it's a death trap around here. Devin tried to go answer the phone. Okay, Cynthia, we'll get you a bingo card. If you're not coming into town before Wednesday, let us know and we will email or text you a bingo card. Um, anyway, so the sew-in here at the shop is going to be Saturday night. So it's going to be a party night for us as we slave away in our sweatshop. September 13th at 4 p.m. So even if you're not local, make sure that you put that on your calendar. We will send out a link. We'll have a good time. And I'm not sure who, but I do hear that somebody is going to be joining us. They probably are going to be giving us tips and tricks on how they make bags. But they'll also be doing a trunk show during our during our Zoom. So an evening of entertainment on Saturday, September 13th. So make sure you tune in. If you're not sure what we're talking about, you have no idea what we're talking about with the So Powerful purses, you can always call the number that's scrolling on the bottom and we will answer any questions that you have about any of the nonsense that we do. And we do have a new class schedule. Oh, Victor's 19th wedding anniversary. I am pretty sure, Victor, that you both can be entertained. Like maybe you'll have to put Mike to work. Maybe he'll have to help you with your purses because then we'll be in the mad dash of assembling them. It is September 1st, so you can go ahead and start sewing the bags. There are different prizes. You need to make sure you register sewathon.org and register and select. You're going to register as an individual, and then you're going to select to join a team. The team is Quilt Show Reno, so you can be on our team because we love to be winners. Okay, so come follow me. Devin is going to video while I show you really quickly how to do banners. Then we're going to go around the shop and I'm going to show you all the banners that we have in the shop. There's some that we're running low on kits, so I want to give you guys the last opportunity to get the kits before they're sold out. So this is the new, oh, I cut up the panel that I was going to have for sale. Okay, that's okay. So this is the panel that I'm working on cutting out. I always use the very heavyweight Peltex, Pelon, Peltex, or Fastafuse. It's a heavyweight, kind of like what's in the brim of a baseball cap, and it's double-sided fusible. I like the double-sided fusible. You don't have to use the double-sided fusible, but it will make your life easier. I did experiment. I like to kind of experiment with different ways to do things. So typically I cut out all of my triangles. And to be honest, usually somebody who's volunteering here or working here cuts these out and irons them, and then I just do the sewing and embellishing. So Devin refused to cut them out because he was shipping. So I had to cut out my own triangles and my own fabric. So that's what I'm doing. So I cut out the triangles, but then I thought, let me see about, because they're so close together, let me see about ironing them all at once. I don't think you could line them up both sides at a time. Whereas when it's single like this, when you're just doing a single one, you can line them up pretty good. You can see here it's not perfectly. See, I got a little bit closer when I trimmed it up. In the whole scheme of things, you don't care. The only thing that really does matter, and I didn't fire somebody for this, but they did quit after they made this banner. But you have to leave a 1/4 inch at the top. Some people think it's not really necessary, but it is. So the one that we had that got really messed up, it was old maid cards, and the names of the cards were up at the top. So when the 1/4 inch wasn't left on, if you just cut to here, when you put your holes in, you might cut into things. So you want to always make sure that you have a 1/4 inch at the top. It's very important because say you cut it crooked here and you don't have that extra, and then you do your hole punch right into here, and then you can't see that it says cotton, right? So you want to be able to leave that 1/4 inch so when you hole punch it, you can still see the words in the design. Very important, okay? So if there's nothing else you get from this, you want to make sure you have a 1/4 inch at the top. The bottom doesn't matter so much. So you're going to cut, this is much easier if you can lay them on top, iron it, and then you can just do them individually on the back side. So you're going to, once you have all your pieces cut, your one pennant and this triangle of Spastifuse, you're going to go over to your iron, and you're going to make sure that you have a pressing sheet because you don't want to get any of the fusible onto your iron. And then you're going to make sure they're all lined up. So you want to make sure they're lined up. And then they might not line up perfectly. You can always trim them, okay? And then you're going to, with your pressing sheet, just iron it because you're not sure if there's any fusible being exposed. So you don't want to iron directly onto it. This is a bone ash pressing sheet, and it's made out of fiberglass, I believe. It's kind of what the astronauts use for their outfits, and it lets the heat transfer really well. I'm not sure why an astronaut would want that, but then flip it over and do the same on the back side. Okay. I just put my backing on there just in case the heat transfers through. I don't want the fusible fusing to my ironing board. Okay. And then if I do have anything that I need to trim, I'll trim it. But see, once again, I left that 1/4 inch because I'm going to poke holes here. And so I don't want to be poking holes down here because you'll lose it. Just trust me. Just trust me. You want to make sure you have a 1/4 inch at the top. And then to poke the holes, I do have hole punch. I've tried every kind of brand of hole punch, leather punch. They don't really go all the way through because it is super heavy weight. So usually what I do is I do a hole punch, and then I take my seam ripper and I jam the seam ripper through. And then I'll show you, we're going to go on a tour of the shop over here. Of all the different banners that we have. I am so organized. I can't see on Terry, I don't know why you can't see us on Facebook. Somebody else was having problems too. Suzette, I don't even think that's funny. I hate football. I don't hate football, but I don't watch it. I don't love it. I don't nothing with it. The only football that I did love was when Devin used to play Pop Warner football. Okay, so come on, and I'm going to show you. Watch the cord here, Devin. I'm going to show you all the banners that we have in the shop. So these are quick and easy projects. Sometimes people think that, what do I do with a banner? But you can always give them away. You can put them on your mantle or whatnot. So here is our Frida banner. And so you can see at the top where I've hole punched it and then put the rickrack through it. And then I trimmed around it. I do like to trim all the way around the outside edge, about 1/8 of an inch, just so that things don't, the fabric doesn't come up. So then pop around to this side, Devin, because this side is the spring color. So I typically do my banners double-sided. You wouldn't really need to do yours double-sided because yours is probably going to be up on a wall. I do it double-sided just because when they're hung in the shop across the hallway, you're going to see both sides. And also because when we do booths, we do them both sides. So this is S117 for the spring colorway. S117 is $9. And we don't have very many of these left. We actually thought we were sold out. And then I found a bag that I had taken home for homework and forgotten about. I threw it behind the recliner or something to get out of the way when we were having company or something. And so like a year later, I found it. I know you can see the shop is totally torn apart. We did a pop-up shop in Tahoe last week. and I just unloaded the last bin. So, so it's getting there. It'll be all dialed in by Thursday at when the shop pop starts. S116 is $9. This is kind of the fall colorway. S116 is $9. And these are Alexander Henry prints. And then if you've been following us for a long time, you know we love burlap. I'm going to show you some banners with burlap. And again, that was an experiment. I would probably do it a little bit differently. So here we have the love banner. The gal who did it for me, she did not pay attention to the fact that we needed the heavyweight fusible in it. So that's why it kind of is not as stiff as I would like it. But it still works. She just put steam seam in it. And then we fused the fabric on top. So we do have love banners. And then here's another one. This is a no-sew project. Because we do have access to coffee bags. So we just cut up the coffee bags and cut the heart shapes. We didn't even sew it, just so that we could prove that you can have no sew projects here. Quick and easy if you want a girls' day or something. And then we just glued it onto a painter's canvas. So the fabric is glued onto the coffee sack, and then super, like if you've got your grandkids coming or something and you want a little artsy project for them, this is a great one for it. So if you need the love kit, just so you don't forget, this is the love banner here, and it is S112 for $17. 112 for $17. Oh, we do also have, hang on a second. This one makes the XOXO, which is up there at the top. So if you want the XOXO, we do have that banner for $17.95 also. Just type in XOXO banner and we'll get that to you for, well, $17 today. You're saving $1. Okay, then we have, as you can tell, we love to do banners. They're just quick and easy. Quick and easy. We do have, if you just want the love banner with, this is the XOXO banner actually. Well, I think you get both banners in, you get XOXO and the love banner in the pattern. S114 is $6 if you just want the pattern. So the pattern has the love banner and the XOXO banner. And then here is your ugly sweater banner. Look at how cute that is. So we have a little ugly sweater banner. You can put it like as a garland on your Christmas tree if you wanted. Or you could even just buy the fabric and cut them out and put them on note cards would be cute. We do have the fabric individually, or you can get the kit for the banner. So that must be the back side, those two fabrics. So $13.95 S107. S107 is for the sweater banner. And then follow me in here. I know you're probably wondering how we're going to get the shop into shape in time for Thursday. I'm kind of wondering myself. I'm starting to get a little bit nervous. Here is so for the shop pop, each shop has to have a 15-inch block. So the pattern is free if you attend the shop hop, but then each shop should have a kit to go with it. So this is it's Winter Wonderland, or I don't know, snow is falling or something is the theme. So this is ours. You can see that we use the coffee bags once again for this. And then I use the outside of the coffee bag, but you could turn it inside out and then it would just be a plain brown coffee burlap. So the burlap you can cut for a lot of projects. Just you can't zoom in, I know, but see the sunflower over there? I did that sunflower on the wall using burlap also. So just different ideas on what you can do with the coffee sacks, or you can do a 3-legged race or something if you want it. 2-legged race, I don't know what that is. Okay, here is, oh, we skipped one. Okay, we'll do that one when we come back. This is S125 is $20 for the kitty cat banner. So I was going to take them all down to take them into the room to show you guys, but they're already hanging, so I could not tear the shop down. So that is S125 for $20 if you want the kitty cat banner. And yeah, I did them double-sided also. And then here we have kind of a Americana one. And that one is S108 for the kit, and it's $29.95, and it includes the twine, the silks, the rickrack, all the fun stuff that we put in the centers of them. And then this one here is a camping one. So that's another one that had the lightweight interfacing put in it instead of the heavyweight Peltex. But if it's up on a wall, it's fine. And then on the panel, you get the banner, but you also get these little, I turned them into quilts. Wild Hearts find a home in every place that they roam. And then some of them I turned into little hot pads or wall hangings. And then this one I turned into a pillow just to give you an idea of what you can do with everything in the panel. So real quick, I'm going to show you that one. And if you have any questions on how to do a banner, let us know and we will answer your questions. So this is like a heavier weight canvas, cotton canvas. This is S113 is $13. So you get all these projects. You could turn it into one project to decorate your house, or you could turn it into multiple projects, whatever you want to do. The options are limitless. So S113 is $13 for that panel. And okay, I think I forgot to show you the Christmas. Wait, here, come here. I forgot my box. I forgot my magical box. And then this one I forgot to show you guys. So up here, this is Christmas and gingerbreads, coffee, mochas, peppermint patties, everything sugar and spice and anything nice. Okay, so that one does have all these fun things. Usually the banners have everything that's at the top, but not the trims on the bottom, because you're going to cut them all different sizes. So that's why we tell you to collect all the different trims when we have trim days. Okay, so we do have, let's see, hey, Miss Phyllis, how are you? Okay, so some people did, we ran out of Insulbright again. So some people were asking for it. S119 is $10.95. There is a pattern, and we did show you how to sew all your scrappy stuff, scraps onto it to create a scrappy, kind of like the scrappy tape, but just sew right onto this. S119 is $10.95 if you need Insulbright. And then we have the special of the day. For those of you who love purple, I have 3 of these 3 1-yard quilts. So if you're into fast and easy 3 1-yard quilts, this is S123. S123 is $30. It includes a yard of this, a yard of this, and a yard of this. And then we do have some 3 1-yard quilts. And I'm just going to show you the back because that's going to show you what patterns are in there. So you could totally do these bigger ones with the border print because you do have kind of a light up here. So I would not cut them up into this because you'll have some light spaces, but you could do these ones S122 is $15.99. S122 is $15.99, and it's these 8 patterns. Or not necessarily great for these 3 fabrics, but just in case you want something modern, we have it Make It Modern with the 3 1-yards. These are cut print. You could do the border print here, I guess. But I honestly don't see how this is modern quilting. This to me looks pretty much exactly like these quilts. So I don't know. Some people need to figure out the definition of modern quilting for real. And this one, the modern quilt one, is S121 for $15.99. 121 for $15.99. And S123, 3 yards. This is a border print, but you get 4 repeats. So if you cut this, and this is a big block, it's really actually very beautiful. And then the Go With It fabrics. And then, just because we love to reward you guys for following us and being faithful every Monday, we do have a super good price for if you want to get your backing now. S124 is $7.99. S124 is $7.99 a yard. So if you want to get backing, even if you're not doing the 3 1-yard quilts, you could get you could do the purses out of this. It's just a fun lavendery color. Okay, let me move these out of the way. If you need the heavyweight Timtex, S118 is $14.99. 118 is $14.99 for the double-sided Peltex. It's just in case you're going to buy it somewhere else. It's 72F Peltex, 2-sided fusible ultra firm stabilizer. So if you need this, thank you, Sue, for sharing. We love it when you guys share this. And if you missed the first part, we did the demo on how to make the banners. This is the Mad Masquerade. S115 is $10. S115 is $10. It's kind of a Alice in Wonderland down the rabbit hole banner, and then it spells Mad Masquerade. The one that I did the demo on, you can just say that you want demo panel, and we'll do that one at $10 also. Since I didn't get an extra one, I cut the one that I was supposed to put the price on. And then if you want the love, the burlap heart canvas no-sew project is S111 for $7. It has your burlap and your fabric to cut into hearts. So if you want a quick project for the grandkids, this is a fun one, only $7. S111 is $7. And then the love kit, this is the love kit. So it has the fabrics to spell love. If you want the XOXO, let us know. S112 is $17 and XOXO is $17 also. That's this one. So XOXO is a little bit fatter, probably because it has to be a little bit wider for the XOXO to fit on it. And then the Christmas one, we don't have any panels left, only the kits. And it is S109 for $32.95. That's the sugar and spice. And then if you want just the love banner, or it includes the XOXO and the love pattern, S114 is $6. S114 is $6. And then this is if you want just the panel for the Americana one, S110. S110 is $10. And the beauty of this, it does have directions, but the beauty of this, they're kind of, it looks like they're like a weird shape, but you cut them out exact, and then you iron them in half. So that's your back side, and then that's your front side. So all you need is the heavyweight interfacing. S110. S110 is $10 for the Americana panel. Maybe if you get it now, you can make it up for everybody for Christmas. and then they'll be ready to hang it for the spring. So that is S110 for $10. If you want the kit with all the twine and silk strings and everything is S108 for $29.95. 108 for $29.95. And the Christmas fabric, the ugly sweater fabric that you can cut out and put onto cards. You can do all kinds of fun stuff with it. S106 is $10 a yard. S106 is $10 a yard. If you want the kit to do the ugly sweater, S107. And this one, because they are so small, we just used a thick interfacing, kind of like a oh, what's it called? Well, it's thicker than like regular interfacing for like clothing. I cannot think of the name right now, but I will. If you need to know, let me know and I'll let you know. And then we have what else do we have? Oh, the kitty cats. S125 is the kitty cat banner. 125 is $20, so it is $4.95 off. S125. If you want the fabric, it is S127 for $10 a yard. And if you ever want to know why, it's not a fleece interfacing. It's thinner than fleece. Deco Bond, I think. I think we use Deco Bond. So this is why kits are so expensive. Look at poor Karen. She had to like fussy cut all of these out for you for the kit, because if you just cut yardage, you cut right through and wreck them. So Karen literally went through and cut those so that everybody would get good little windows with the kitties. But we're selling it by the yard now. So if you want some, S127 is $10 a yard. S127 is $10 a yard. These would be cute to fussy cut and then do like log cabins, all different size log cabins using your scraps. Would be super cute if you're into cats. And then this one I thought would be a cute banner for like your patio or like your garden area or your kitchen. S126, the panel is $6. 126, the panel is $6. You've got pumpkins and apples and I think peas and carrots and turnip, all kinds of funky cantaloupes. And I'm trying to look at this one says dead beet. And sweet potato. Super cute. So if you need this for anything, well, you can do anything you want with it. You can make a banner or anything. Okay, let's see what else. Oh, we do have some really, one really neat tool that Phyllis, not our regular Phyllis, but another Phyllis, brought to the retreat. This panel, once again, is S113 for $13. 113 for $13. Phyllis brought a tool to the retreat, the mini retreat we did here, and S113 is $13. And that gives you several projects, but they're also great projects for young sewers, or if you don't want to have to think too much. And we will leave, just because there's a lot of you on vacation who might watch this later, we will leave the numbers on it till tomorrow afternoon. So you can order through tomorrow afternoon, which we don't usually do on Mondays. Mondays, we usually just do it real quick because we have to get ready for Wednesday's sale. But we're not doing a sale Wednesday. We're playing bingo. Okay, so this was the best thing that I saw at the retreat. Every time we do a retreat, people come with little gadgets and gadgets. But this is, it's called My Pad Sewing Machine Needle Organizer. So this flower here is where you put the needle that you're using in your machine right now. So all the different needles that you use in your machine and then you don't know what to do with them, you slip them right into here, so that you always know what machine needle you're using. And she said she actually keeps one of these by, she has several different machines. I'm sure none of you guys can relate. She has several different machines, and she keeps this she keeps one by each machine so that she can keep track of what needles in her machine at the moment, and then what, if she needs like a metallic needle or a vinyl needle or a 100 needle for big threads. She keeps this with her. It says easily organized needles, secure slightly used needles by type and size. Super thick felt securely holds needles in place. Flower head pin identifies needles currently in the machine. Needle cells coordinate with Schmetz color bands and color chart. Insert needle point into the appropriate needle type and size cell. Remember, needles do not last forever. Change the needle after 8 hours of use or as needed. So super handy little gadget. As soon as I saw Phyllis's, I knew that I needed to have it because I honestly never know what needle is in my machine because I kind of just use my needles till they break or until they're not really working. So I think this will really improve my sewing ability. S105 is $19. S105 is $19. And then I actually sold my thread stand, so I had to order more. This is a portable thread stand, and I'm just going to open it up because I need a new one anyways. S104 is $15, but I love it because it has, I'm not going to put the whole thing together because I don't want to break a nail. I usually have a little pair of scissors that I actually don't ever take mine down. So you just pop this in here and it will loosen it. So all of these little tools go into making it. So if you take it to a retreat, a lot of the ladies put it, here, do you want to get it out for me so I don't break a nail, Devin? I just put mine into my bag together, but most of the ladies actually take it apart at the end of a retreat. But I would have to keep my directions so I would know how it's supposed to be done. But one of the reasons that I really love this, one of the reasons I love this is because it's got two spindles here, so I can put two threads through. And then, because I'd love to do thread painting, so I like to use two threads in my machine at a time. So I can put both my threads here and then thread them up through these little holes and then thread them through my machine. So I actually have one of these pretty much at all of my machines that I use. So if you want to purchase that, it is S104 for $15. So if you have problems with your thread shredding or anything like that, S104 is going to help you to be able to, it just takes the weight off the thread so the thread has time to work itself out. So it doesn't shred and you just won't have issues like you did before. If you're having issues. So that is that tool. And most of you already have that. We do have some sale fabric today because Devin said he was a little bit bored and he wanted more things to do where we don't make any money. S97 is kind of a fun, what did they call this fabric line? Jacobian patchwork. Jacobian patchwork is what it's titled, but it's just kind of a soft, neutral colors. And then here's the border print that goes with it. S97 is the patchwork, $6 a yard. S98 is the border print, $6 a yard. And then, so you could also do a 3 1-yard quilt with this. S96 is what I would use for like sashing and for binding. Or you could use a charcoal gray solid also. S96, $6 a yard, so super good price point. And then if you just wanted to get crazy and just give it a different feel, you could add in this Paris fabric. So this Paris fabric is S99 for $6 a yard. S99 for $6 a yard. Gosh, are you guys all waiting for auctions? Huh. Okay, so that is the super good prices for today. And then we do have this one. I don't think this will be left after the, yes, Victor, I'm going to have to do 60-degree ruler again. I actually have one started. I need to get out. S101 is, I think will sell out during the shop hop because we'll have about 300 ladies come through. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Okay, hang on, Riri. I'm going to write yours down because yours won't show afterwards. And I don't think we, okay. Riri is S98. Okay. So S101, it says in the little cartoons, in case you can't read it, it says, "That's it. I've had enough of your whining. Brian, pull over. She's spending the rest of the trip in the trunk." So it's dysfunctional family stuff. Like here, the little kid's saying, "Ouch," and the mom says, "You're such a wuss." And here she says, "Don't make me come in there. Thanks, babe." Let's see. "Thanks, babe. Mother will never taste." Oh, OMG. It says, "Thanks, babe. Mother will never taste the arsenic." And then here it says, "Benji, don't pee in the pool." So if you just need some dysfunctional family fabric, this is it. Here is the dysfunctional cartoons. S101 is $8 a yard. S101 is $8 a yard. Should we do some auctions, or we're going to try some auctions, but I don't know if there's enough people on here for that. But we do have enough coffee bags. If anybody wants coffee bags, I just cut down the one side and opened it up. You can use the both sides. I don't mind the print in whatever I'm making, because I'm covering it up with appliques and things. But if you don't like the print, you can use the back side. This one shows through a little bit, but most of them do not show through at all. So if you need coffee bags, if you want to do anything with burlap, here is S100 and they're $3 a bag. S100 and they're $3 a bag. S100 and they're $3 a bag. Okay, let's see if we can get some exciting auctions going. I do have, in case you've got kids that like fidgeters, this is the Crazy Bear. And if you want to give kid, I just like it to play with. But S132, the auction is starting at $3. So if you need stocking stuffers, this is a great little stocking stuffer. Victor, do you want one bag or two bags? So S132, super cute little bear wooden toy. S132 is starting at $3. 132 is starting at $3. We have a bag full of calicos here. This one I would say is crafty quality. These RJR fabrics. I'd say these are crafty. Those I would say are quilting quality. So you got a little bit mixed in here. I would say that's more crafting quality just by the feel of it. So all of these fabrics, S128 is $3 a yard. We're trying to keep um, we're trying to keep quilting affordable. So S128 is a bunch of fabric. You could make purses with them. You could also do watercolors with them. Anything you want. S128, the auction is starting at $3. S128, the auction is starting at $3. What time is it, Devin?
I don't know. Time for a nap or something.
Uh,
5.
it's 5 already?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say, wow. Okay, let's see. I do have. Oh, you know who's not on? I haven't seen Jenny on. Have you? 128 is starting at $3, and then here's a pillow form. It looks like somebody stole it from the airplane. I don't think there's enough of you on here for $1. I just put $1 so you guys wouldn't be fighting over it. So it's free. Whoever wants it, the pillow form is free. Just say you want it and we'll get it to you for free. Just say you want it, we'll get it to you for free. Here is some heart shoelaces. If you want the heart shoelaces, just say you want them, we'll get them to you for free. And here's another freebie here. How to use and enjoy your sewing machine. It's a manual from who knows when. I mean, the written word was there. But if you need the vintage sewing machine, just type in you want it. Those are all free things. Sue, we're just going to give this to you for $3. And then nobody wants the free stuff. And okay, heart shoelaces. Okay, Sue. I think did you ship Sue's already today? Okay. And I think that is all we have for today because we'll try to put it together for more auctions for Wednesday. All right. So that's all we have for today because I do have a lot of homework to go home and do stuffing bags for Shop Hop and getting kits ready. So that's all we have for today. We want to thank you guys for joining us and make sure you have your bingo cards for Wednesday at 4 o'clock. We're going to be doing auctions and bingo. So make sure you tune in 4 o'clock. If you don't have a bingo card, let us know and we'll get you one. They are $3. And that's it. Have a good night. Go enjoy the rest of your Labor Day. Bye.